know I've been trying to work on some kind of cool play set for my Rio Blast video I'm trying to make. And so I wanted to remake the blue computer panels that go inside right here. And I wanted to, first I was going to use glow in the dark pieces and everything else to try to do it, but then I decided to wait a sec, isn't this thing live? Can you guys hear me?
At Lake Washington Institute of Technology.
I'm just gonna have to wait the whole leg thing. There we go. Live chat. Cool. All right. Thanks, you guys. Thanks. Hey, thanks for joining us. We make action figures and radical toys and Delaxorian. Cool to see you. So my first thought was to take and make little plastic glow-in-the-dark pieces and put decals over the top of these and how cool that would be. And then I thought, you know what? It'd be cooler just to make a lighted one. And I thought, you know what? It'd be cooler to get an MP3 player that plays videos and just stick it in there. So that's what this is right here. This is a little MP3 player that I bought. I should have put the link in there for those that haven't been here before. Let me turn the volume down because I have my granddaughter's little videos on here because she's been taking it and playing it with it. But basically, you can just load videos on here and play them. So, and you can change the size of the screen depending on what it is. I have to keep it at 100%. Now it's the low quality screen or low quality thing. And then I also went and figured out what size screen it was by doing all kinds of tests on the different resolutions until I found out the exact size of the screen. And let me make sure it's on 100%. Okay, it is. Cool. So then each one of the squares in the middle, that's the size of the pixels. And it ended up being 800 by 480, I believe. So that was kind of cool. So then I made this little green one right here. This is my first practice one to see how it fit. And you can see that it had a little black edge right here and it was kind of a nice fit, but these were a little too long. So I had to do a little bit of working. So I shifted this over a little bit and changed some stuff in it. And this was my not quite final. I thought it would be my final, but looking at it now, I still have some slight changes to make. And so here it is. It's got a little keyboard. It's got these pieces right here that are from a Light Bright set. And what I was hoping for is that there's one little triangle inside here of light that's left over. And I was really hoping that triangle of light would light up these pieces right here. And so you can see when I pop it out, there's my little white triangle I created. And it fits right over that area. Okay, so it only lasts 17 seconds. But unfortunately, it's not bright enough to actually light up these light bright pieces. So it's like, man, that would have been cool. Anyway, I did print this in low resolution just to get a quick print and see how it looks. And I haven't fit checked it yet in here, so we'll do that together and see how it fit checks. And we'll see if I got those short enough or if I got them too short. Hopefully they're not too short. So if they're too short, then it won't have enough strength to hold up. Oh, you know what? That's pretty good. There we go. Look at that. The command center. Ooh, then he can stand there and press the buttons or slide up in his chair and be all cool like. So now I need to make one for this side. I've already made the object that's reversed. And what I'm going to do is actually make all the little circles and pieces like this and make videos that fit inside all of these for the MP3 player. So that's the idea. I think that came out pretty cool. Yeah, I was thinking about wiring up some lights. I did put some foil inside there. Now there is one mistake I need to fix in the next version. Oh, it's hard to get out of there. Ugh. And that is the on and off switch is a button right here approximately. There it is right here. And so I want to make a small hole and eventually try to figure out a way to make a button that would then fit right up inside there. This foil's not helping you. I'll just take it out of there. So I'm thinking about next version is, now it also has volume controls, but I don't need volume controls because the volume controls are on the screen right here. There's the volume all the way up, the volume all the way down, brightness is on this side. So I don't need to do the volume controls, but to have an on and off switch would be cool. I did make a hole right here in order to plug it in so I can charge it or send it new videos. Now the bad part is that is inaccessible while it's in the sheriff's station. But the cool thing is I can set it all up ahead of time. Let's see how easy it is to pull the MP3 player in and out while it's in here. Let's go ahead and just slide that back into place there. Oh, that comes out pretty easy. Okay, baby shark. So technically, when he's using this, then you can have all the videos lined up. And the idea is, because it's such low resolution, and I put a 64 gigabyte chip in here, it does hold a chip and a little micro SD card. And this way I can put a pretty long video on there. So the idea is once you get it playing, you may not have to worry at all about stopping and starting it. And if you have a longer video, like this video here is like half an hour long that I put on here for my granddaughter, you could just fast forward to the part you want. So if you have some adventure and you know it starts on, you know, the 2 hour mark, you can put it on that adventure and then set it. So I'm going to have things like different characters talking on it and other things like that. So that's kind of the idea. But for a demo piece for the first one, I think it's pretty cool. Now you can see if I don't have it set to 100, oh, I don't want to see Cocomelon. If I don't have it set to 100%, then the triangle will be in the wrong spot. You can see here in the corner, if I hit stretch, that's the size the video really is. So I put some extra stuff, so in case you don't have it set right, it's still kind of fun to watch. And that way it's really obvious that something's wrong. Oh, is my alarm set for something? I don't know what my alarm was set for. Usually it's going to do an auction or something. Or start a video or something. Anyway, so kind of cool. Let me look at your guys' comments. There you go. Super Friends, a Legion of Doom is trying to blow up the ocean. That could be cool. Will you be selling the 3D printed parts? Yes. In fact, I'll be selling them in two different ways. One will be completed ones just like this that has an MP3 player already attached in it. And then I'll probably have some preloaded videos for you. Another way is just the shell by itself. And then I'll probably have two random colors stuffed into the thing. And I'm really debating whether to keep that feature or not. I mean, it is kind of cool to have these so you can pull them out and, you know, part of the play feature. Ooh. And they do add some cool color to it, so I don't know. I may, I was thinking of putting some kind of little lighted thing in there, but then you have another battery to worry about that doesn't charge with this. So I might just leave them just the way they are. I mean, they're still kind of cool. I guess they don't have to be lighted. Lighted, though, would be cooler. Which stinks is because I was planning on filling the other side with like a whole bunch of them so you can make a pattern with the colors for the one that goes on this side. But yeah, I'll be selling them in a set. And then I'll be either selling the MP3 players with it or without, depending on what you want. Not baby shark. Anyway, I think it's pretty cool. I'm pretty tickled with myself. Yes, I am planning on making one for the Origins Castle. I I went and bought 3 of these MP3 players, one for each side and one for the castle. So that will be something I'm making. And it's cool as you can literally put any video you want in there. Now, the one on the other side, I'm debating whether to put it upside down or not. Because if it's upside down, then I can, let's see, what was I thinking about that? Yeah, it's really weird with these MP3 players is if you have your iPhone or something else and you're watching a video and you turn it over, it flips with it. This does not flip with it. So let me see how far I can rotate it. Let's see if we can rotate it any more than that. Yeah, so it only rotates this 2 directions. So if I did stick it in upside down, I would have to plan it in such a way that the videos I create for it would be upside down in there for it to work, the templates and stuff. And being it's just small little screens, it shouldn't be a problem to do that. But it might make it harder for somebody else to design it. So I'm still debating on how I want to do it. If I put it this way, then there's less light because this side has a much thicker edge to it. So I'm still debating. Of course, if I did stick it that way, I could make the cutout bigger for these switches, and you could actually hit the home button and the back button. But then again, I'd have to line these up in such a way that you could actually push one of them in order to launch through one of the holes. So it's going to take a little bit of planning on my part to figure out exactly how they're going to fit in here. But I'm pretty excited about finishing this up. I think it'll be a lot of fun once it's all done. Kind of cool. So that's kind of the plan. What's up, Hebrew? You going to be doing any customs? Not tonight. No customs tonight. Sorry about that. Yep, the Grayskull computer for sure. That's the next project I have. I'll be right back when I grab the Grayskull computer part. I have it in my room by my scanner right now. Let me go grab that. All right, I am back. So, this is the Grayskull computer right here. And here is one of the, I'll just take this one right here. And you can see the screen is about the right size, which is why I actually chose this one. Because it's just a little bigger than the computer is. And so if I can somehow make it, the framework for it, so that this will fit inside there. And of course I'll have to have more access to the buttons and stuff. And that will be pretty cool. And then, so I did scan this in already. But unfortunately, you just can't use the scan and go with it because you have to actually remake everything. So the scan is just for sizing. So that's what you use to figure out how big everything is, where to place everything, and everything else. Because if you try to use the scan, it just comes out looking awful. So most things I make, I scan them in first, and then I have to remake them. In fact, when I remade this object, I had to make it a different size to house the TV. Because the original one, I think you guys might have saw it in a different video, I actually cut it all up. Oh, you know what? I have it down here. Yeah. I thought, you know what? I'll just cut one right up. And so I started to slice and dice it and tried to fit it in there to make it work. And it just got worse and worse. And so the problem was I had to make this actually longer and then come down. Now I noticed there's all kinds of cool little details and stuff. I almost started putting them in and I thought, you know what? I kind of just like the real simple, clean look of it. So I decided just to keep it super clean and just add a few details of my own on there and not go all out with all the markings. And being I printed upside down like this in the printer, it's nice because having this edge flat against the print plate works really good. So it actually prints upside down. So cool. All right, so the Grayskull one, well, my goal is to make it so that these 4 points will still connect with the MP3 player inside of it. And then you'll just play the whatever videos you want on there, and I'll probably make some ahead of time. Obviously, I'll make one that matches the sticker, because that for sure has to be on there. Now, what's weird is if you take a look at the shape of this, the cutout comes around and then around like this, so it's going to have some spots where the screen will not be fully accessed. Now this will have to come out a little further for the plastic in order to house the whole MP3 player. And I'll probably put it in actually upside down so you can reach the back and turn the buttons off and on. And then I'll have to all the videos upside down, which would stink. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to put it upside down because then you guys can't put your own videos in there. That would stink. You couldn't just grab a He-Man video and stick it in there. So I'm actually going to put it right side up, which means I'll have to figure out some way for the buttons on the top here for you guys to get to. I guess there's a spot right there you could reach. I don't know. I'll figure it out. It'll be fun figuring it out. Static screens and all. Yes, the Mondo He-Man is cool, but Mike, you're right. Some people just you know, bad timing right now for some people with finances and stuff. And that's understandable. I mean, there's been things that I've wanted in the past and had to pass on because of the price. And so I ended up not getting it. I remember the first time that I came across something that was a collector type thing that I wanted to get, and it was I forget the name of it. It's issue number 15, the first Spider-Man, Fantastic Stories. I don't know. I forgot what it's called now. But it was, I saw it in the comic shop, and it was $700, and I was just dying. I wanted to buy that so bad when I was a teenager. Amazing Adventures. I don't know what it's called. It just fits so nice. That actually fits better than the real one. The real one rides on this edge right here and actually goes past it. This actually tucks into that edge. So it has a nice tight fit. That is so cool. Yeah, you could tell the person owns before me, they had it bowed from it being pushed so hard. But this one actually goes in a little further, so if yours is not bowed, you can shove it in a little more. Oh, that's so cool. No, it's not sold out. In fact, it won't sell out until tomorrow at 10 a.m. because it's not on how many are sold, it's on how long the sale goes for. So for the Mondo He-Man, it's a 24-hour sale so that it's not just a certain quantity, it is actually a certain time limit for it. So that's pretty cool. Man, I am so impressed with myself. Sorry, you guys. You guys are probably like, man, this guy keeps just showing the same thing over and over. But I can't wait to make some videos for this and finish up my thing. Now, I do have to make some kind of seat for him because he is kind of floating on air on that chair. So I don't know if I'm going to make a little pillow for him out of foam or what. But to make him sit, you know, his butt does not sit all the way down, but it works right because his hat brim then sits at the top of the chair like that. So if he could sit all the way down like a little kid sitting in a chair. So I'm debating how I want to do this. Whether I take some putty and just make a chair thing for him or what. But I can just put it in the seat. Anyway. Fun stuff. Where do I get the Mondo He-Man? Juan Soto, I'm glad you asked. Check my channel. I have like 4 videos about it that I just recently made, and all of them have the link to get the Mondo He-Man. So check that out and you'll see it. 12-inch Manny faces. They probably just have the head change. That would kind of stink. I had a chance to buy X-Men #1 when I was a kid. Asked how much it was, and the girl said $1. She wasn't sure. Actually, it was $100 at the time in the early 80s. That's funny. It's $1. Not 100 pennies, $100. That's funny. Actually, beyond the end of the day, until tomorrow at 10 a.m. Or 12 a.m. 12 o'clock, 12 p.m. Here's where you're at. If you're on the East Coast, it's 1 o'clock. If you're Central Time, it's noon. And if you're Pacific Time, it's 10 a.m. So, depends where you're at. You guys still have time. You still have time. I'm I'm getting too far away from my microphone, trying to reach stuff. All right, I'm pretty excited. I know it sounds corny, but I just love those little buttons on there. I think that's just such a cool thing. It's like some kind of weird kind of safe almost, you know, you got to set the code, the passcode, turn the computer on. But yeah, I got to add that hole and a button of some sort to turn it on up there, because I keep popping it out to turn it on each time. I suppose once I get a video, it's a couple hours long. Won't be that big of a deal because I'll just push it, put it in. And more likely, I'll put it in right when it's charged, so... I love the way it snaps in. It's just so perfect. It's funny, today my granddaughter had the green one, and usually she pushes the buttons on this little player while she's watching her cartoons. We have to keep getting it out. Well, I had it snapped in here, and she couldn't get it out for a long time. And then I pushed the lock button. There's a lock button right here to lock the screen. So then it's locked. So then none of the controls work, and you can't stop it or pause it or nothing. And so it was pretty funny. She actually got a little frustrated not being able to change and play with it while she was watching her little things. But it is kind of cool. Yeah, I just lucked out that fit so well. I had no idea it was going to work. Like I said, I made a version of the MP3 player first by measuring it out. And I used this to cut out the shape inside there. Now, what's funny is, because the printer prints things a little bit bigger, this doesn't actually fit inside there. And of course, as it prints it bigger, it's all thicker in here than everything else, so it all worked out just right with the two things being off. Man, that's so cool. Anyway, I think the black looks pretty slick. I actually like the black better than the blue. I'm probably gonna get rid of the triangle since it doesn't work very well anyway. You know, let's turn the lights off and see. What the heck? Lights off. There we go. Yeah, you just really cannot see those things lighting up at all. No, the triangle's on and everything. So about the charging, I know you just mentioned that. I know you must have just came on as I showed at the beginning, but I'll show you guys again. It's kind of cool. Lights on. For the charging, I actually made a hole already. Boop, there it is. But unfortunately, the hole goes against the back of this, so I still can't charge it while it's in there, just because of where it's at right there. But yep, it does have sound, and pretty good sound. I can't play it because the only things I have on here are copyrighted videos. And the second I play those sounds, it will kill my video, and I won't get any. It'll just end the stream instantly and give me an infraction. So unfortunately, I can't show you guys the sound, but eventually I'll have sound and stuff when the characters talk. All right, so yay or nay on these? I'm not going to light them up. I'm just going to leave them in there. What do you guys think? Should I leave them in there, or should I not have those holes and just plug them completely? Look at your guys' comments. Transformer action figures, the same way you collect He-Man. Dolph Quick, that would be cool. I like them, but light them up. Yeah, I'm really debating about that. Like I said, I don't want to have a second set of batteries to have to charge. I don't know if customers would appreciate that, having two things. Having, oh, my video's not working. There we go. Not sure what that is all about. Thanks. Thanks, we make action figures. I appreciate that. I am excited though about making the Grayskull one. That's gonna be pretty cool once it's made. And like you guys all know, got all my horses all lined up, getting them all set up, working on Gunsmoke's guns. So those will be done soon, hopefully. So eventually I'll have my Rio Blast set up the way I want, and then it will sit in the corner forever and never be touched again. Because that's how collectors do things, right? Make it perfect, and then set it aside for no reason. Hey, does anybody else have Brave Star stuff here on this video right now? Or am I the only Brave Star person that has stuff? One of those glow lights you get at the dollar store. I'm not sure which ones you're talking about. Oh, Toys of a Time Gone By, you do? Nice. So you might even be one of my customers if you like this well enough. Who knows? Well, we shall see. Okay, let me get some sort of light in there. Whew. I used to have more light stuff, but I got rid of a bunch of things because they were just... All right. Lights off. So that kind of lights them up a little bit with the little circular light. So I guess I could take that apart. And it's kind of fun too because they flicker, which would kind of be kind of a fun little deal. It's just one of those dollar store candle lights. And you can see there's not a lot of electronics in it, so it's pretty easy to alter. I've altered these many times before for stuff. So take them apart, shove it up inside there. I guess that would work. What do you guys think? A steady light or a flashing light? The part that makes it flash, believe it or not, is not the computer chip inside of it. It's actually the bulb. If you change the bulb in these, they actually stayed lit the whole time. Because I've actually changed the bulbs with brighter bulbs before, which work pretty good. I guess I could just put this down here like that and then run the wires up through here. And that way then it's really easy to change the batteries. So I can just turn it off and on. Because that would kind of be out of the way anyway. Lights on. Oh, bright light. Bright light. Yeah, it is a cool playset. I did spend way too much on it. You watch my unboxing video. It was horrible. There was all kinds of bugs in the box and everything else. The stickers were destroyed, which is how this all started, was because the stickers were destroyed. And so I went and bought other stickers. Then I decided to make them glow in the dark, and eventually it led to this. So I think I have my fix. I think I'm going to make one of these, and I'm going to pull out the light, and I'm going to run some wires all the way up to here that has a brighter LED that then can sit inside there. And then it'd be easy for someone just to pull this out and turn the switch off and on, and then put it back in there with the wires connected going up. I may have to disguise this a little bit so it's not just quite some little round dilly bob. Maybe make it look like some kind of cool generator or something. Maybe print some kind of cool looking generator and stick it down there so it looks like it's some kind of computer component. The glow lights look like tea light candles, but they change colors. Oh, I'll have to check that out. Glow lights at the dollar store, huh? Hopefully it's $1.50 and not $150. They're toys of the time gone by. Yeah, I'll see if I can find them for some lights. Interesting. I could probably even use some sort of flashlight. Stick it in there. Even something like this. This already has a Deedy Bob. Deedy Bob. Lights off. Ooh. Interesting. $1.25 tree. Oh, you paid $150 for Kernum. Yep, that's a really good price. Yeah, I actually paid $500 for my fort. That was a little more spendy than I wanted. Hey, Trapjaw72. I guess I'm going to have to get a light, because the other side's going to have more of them, so... Oop. So I guess I don't need my white triangle anymore. I just thought that would light it up. I just thought the white triangle should do it. Little did I know. All right, well, thanks for hanging with me today, you guys. Like and subscribe and tell your friends. And hopefully those who want the cool Mondo He-Man will get it. And those who don't worry about it. You can make a simple LED circuit and fit it under the MP3 player. That might work pretty good. And I will see you guys next video. Let's see. Trapjaw in the building, yep. I know Fort Kernum was hard to find at one time, and now I see them more and more on eBay for sale. All right. Sure, Deluxorian, thanks for joining me. And I will see you guys next video.